It's been almost exactly a year since the Missoula Independent was bought by Lee Enterprises, a company that owns newspapers around the state. But when the Indy staff were informed they were to move in with the Missoulian and deal with buyouts and layoffs, they decided to form a union. MTN's Dono Lakuta has the story and what it means for the paper.
Non-management staffers for Missoula's alternative weekly newspaper, the Missoula Independent, voted unanimously in favor of forming a union on Friday morning. The Missoula News Guild said Friday that they are now looking forward to talks with management in order to reach a collective bargaining agreement with Lee Enterprises, which owns the Missoulian newspaper and purchased the Missoula Independent last spring. The Independent hopes that through the Guild they can discuss terms with Lee Enterprises. However, publisher Matt Gibson made his thoughts abundantly clear in a letter. Gibson, now general manager of all Missoula Lee papers, said that, "I understand their anxieties and I respect their right to organize, but I think that the impulse is naive and extremely short-sighted." The Missoula News Guild immediately issued a response on their website, where they said, "Keeping the Indy around will require sacrifices. Gibson has made some, and so have we. We're willing to make more. All we ask is to exercise our right to organize." Alex Sackerson, a reporter who has been with the Indy for 9 years, says that unionizing was a necessary step to maintain their, well, independence.
What prompted me to sign the petition and really be interested in organizing was to do everything that I could to ensure that the Independent maintains its independence. That as Lee makes changes that are sometimes necessary financially, that we have a seat at the table to advocate on behalf of our readers.
Sackerson says that the Guild is looking forward to negotiating with Lee in the near future. In Missoula, Dono Lakuta, MTN News.
The Missoula Independent News Guild is the first Montana newspaper in modern history to form a union. The Casper Star-Tribune of Wyoming is the only other Lee-owned newspaper to form a union. Employees at Lee Enterprises' flagship newspaper, the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, are also represented by a union which was in place before the company bought the paper.